Delta Step started about 3 years ago when a few friends met over a cup of coffee and ended up discussing the education system. They were fortunate to have studied in some really great institutes from across the world. Institutes like IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIT Kharagpur, Indian Statistical Institute, Columbia University, HEC Paris, NTU Singapore, and so on. What they realized is that the current education system faces major challenges. First and foremost, even though every child is unique, he has a unique face, a unique fingerprint, and a unique learning ability. Yet, he is not provided with a unique learning solution. The curriculum is designed at the start of the year, lectures are allocated to different topics, and once the bell rings, the class needs to move on to the next topic, irrespective of whether every child has mastered the concept or not. This one-size-fits-all model doesn't aid in the learning process, and we need to have a system through which every child can learn at his own pace. Secondly, a typical school shuts down at 2, but the human brain never shuts down. So while the child is working on different questions, different problems, there ought to be doubts. Currently, he is expected to write down those doubts and get it clarified by his school teacher whenever he meets her next, which could be the next day or which could even take 2-3 days depending on how the timetable is scheduled. Due to this lag, a lot of doubts remain unresolved. These unresolved doubts, along with the constant societal pressure to perform, leads to stress, which leads to alarming results like depression and frustration. Keeping these challenges in mind, we formed Delta Step. Through Delta Step, we help schools to provide a support mechanism to their students, teachers, and parents. Delta Step bridges the gap between classroom learning and self-study by forming a highway between these two important pillars of the learning process. Our platform ensures that the child learns at his own pace and in his own style. Further, our platform is a cloud-based online solution compatible across mobiles, tablets, laptops, and desktops, and hence it is available anytime, anywhere, even on the go. Let me now highlight in brief as to how we help resolve these issues. Once the child logs into our platform, he gets access to 2 libraries. One library is mapped to his exact syllabus, and the other library is the general library through which the student gets access to all the concepts of maths and science from classes 6 to 10. So a class 9 student gets access to all the content mapped to his exact syllabus, along with the option to revise a class 8 concept or explore a class 10 concept. The student can start by practicing questions on the concept learnt in school. There are over 1 lakh questions in our database, which is comprehensive and exhaustive. Each question has been graded into difficulty level to ensure that the student moves from lower difficulty to higher difficulty in every practice session. Most of our questions are in the form of fill in the blanks, which helps eliminate guesswork and gives the student a school-like environment. So even complex mathematical problems like fractions, exponents, algebraic expressions are presented in the form of multiple fill in the blanks. We provide in-depth and logical solution to each question. We use a lot of flowcharts in our solutions to help explain the flow of concepts. For example, this flowchart neatly explains the relationship between the different variables like mark price, discount percentage, selling price, profit percentage, and cost price. Also, we encourage lateral thinking by providing the student with alternative ways of solving a given problem. This helps the child to choose the method that he is most comfortable with. Further, if the student gives an incorrect answer and he has gone through the detailed solution, he gets the option of taking a similar question, through which he gets a question which uses the same concept but has different values. This allows him to apply the concept immediately and hence retain it for a longer time. Let's look at this question now. Here we know that the answer is cross-pollination. But what if the student answers self-pollination? He obviously doesn't know what cross-pollination is, but he also doesn't know what self-pollination is. So, we not only explain him what the correct answer is, but we also explain him why his answer is wrong or where he went wrong. Now, if the student is not comfortable with the underlying concept, he can watch the relevant video lecture. There are over 1500 video lectures and each question is mapped to a relevant concept video. All our videos are based on meticulously and scientifically designed lesson plans. We've kept the videos short, 10 to 15 minutes, keeping in mind the attention span of a student. We use a lot of real-life applications to make the topic interesting. Let me share with you a small experiment that we like to conduct in all our student workshops. We give them the option to choose between two lectures. The first lecture being on aerobic and anaerobic respiration, and the second lecture being on why do we yawn when we feel sleepy. Invariably, students enthusiastically choose the second option, which is not very surprising. What is surprising though is that the content for both the lectures are the same, the only difference being the approach. Using such real-life applications, we've been able to create the child's interest in the subject. We also use a lot of stories and analogies to help the child relate to different concepts. For example, the concept of cells is a very important concept. We are built up of billions of them. They are the fundamental unit of life. Yet, many children find it very difficult to relate to it and understand its different parts. To help such students, we've built a very fascinating story around it. Did you know that the cells that we are made up of are very similar to the cities that we live in? Just like the city has boundaries to protect it from invaders, the cell has a cell wall and a cell membrane. The city has power plants to supply energy, the cell has mitochondria. The city has roads and highways to commute from one place to the other, the cell has endoplasmic reticulum, and so on. Because the child is able to relate to the different parts of the city, he is able to relate to the different parts of the cell and hence retain it for a longer time. There are a couple of unique features that we've incorporated within the videos. Whenever a teacher prepares for a lecture, she needs to assume that the student is comfortable with earlier concepts. For example, let's watch 10 seconds of this physics lecture.
The universal law of gravitation states that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force which is directly proportional to the product.
Here in the physics lecture, the teacher uses the concept of direct proportionality, which is a match concept. The teacher assumes that the student is comfortable with the concept of direct proportionality. But what if he is not? We might lose the student's attention at that point. So what we do is that we provide the link to direct proportionality as soon as it is mentioned in the lecture. By clicking on the link, the student gets a brief write-up on direct proportionality for his quick revision. If he is still not comfortable, he can watch the video on direct proportionality.
Can you tell me what would be the cost of 25x if you know that a dozen x costs 36?
Even practice some questions on direct proportionality before coming back to that exact same point in the physics lecture. This feature really helps the student to learn at his own pace. We have also embedded questions in between the videos which help us identify whether the student was paying attention and whether he has understood the concept. So there are some questions which are straight out of the video, just like cold calling in a class. If the student is unable to answer it, it implies that he was not paying attention. There are also application-based questions. For instance, if we have taught him a plus b whole square algebraically and we ask him an application-based question which he is unable to answer, it doesn't necessarily mean that the student was not paying attention. Maybe our teaching style and his learning style are not in sync. So we teach him the same concept again, but this time geometrically, using area of squares, and then ask him an application-based question. If the student is able to answer the question now, the system understands that the student is more visual in his approach and in future adapts to his learning style by giving him more visual approaches to the different concepts. The student can also choose from 100 plus educational games and laboratory simulations to learn a difficult concept. These games are mapped to the student's curriculum. For example, this game helps the student learn the concept of balancing chemical equations, but in a visual manner. These features, along with several other features like time tests, notes, help the student to learn not only at their own pace, but in their own learning style. Moving to the second challenge, we have several features for resolving the student's doubts. If the student is stuck on a question, he can take multiple hints before answering the question. If the student has a doubt, he can post it on the discussion forum and any one of our 50,000 strong community of students and teachers can help resolve the doubt. This also encourages peer-to-peer learning. If the student doesn't want to post his doubt on a public forum, he can choose to ask an expert. His doubt would immediately get posted to his school teacher and our subject expert, and one of them can help resolve his doubt. So as you can see, there are tons of features for all stakeholders.